Hello, and welcome back to Learn English Road, the podcast where we don't just teach you English, we inspire you to love the journey. I'm so glad you're here today because we're going to talk about something that many learners secretly worry about. Why am I not improving? Maybe you've been studying for months or even years and you still can't speak fluently. You forget words. You freeze in conversations. You understand grammar rules, but when you speak, it all disappears. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Today's episode is called Why You're Not Improving Your English and How to Fix It. We're going deep into the psychology of language learning. What's happening in your brain, your heart, and your habits? We'll share real stories from learners just like you, explain why motivation disappears, and most importantly, show you how to get it back. So grab your tea, coffee, or take a walk while you listen. This one might just change the way you think about English learning forever. Let's begin. Part 1. The real reason you feel stuck. Let's start with the question. Why do so many English learners feel like they're not improving, even when they study every day? Here are the most common reasons. 1. You're measuring the wrong thing. Many learners think, if I can't speak fluently yet, I must be bad at English. But here's a truth most teachers won't tell you. Fluency takes time. A lot of time. You don't see your progress because you're comparing yourself to native speakers or perfect YouTubers. What you should measure instead is progress over time. Did you understand more of that movie today than last month? Did you speak for 30 seconds longer without translating in your head? Did you write your first comment in English online? These are real wins. Celebrate them. 2. You're learning, not using. Imagine this. You read 100 books on swimming, but never get in the pool. Can you swim? Of course not. It's the same with English. You watch videos, you study grammar, you memorize vocabulary. But if you're not using it in real situations, your brain won't keep it. The fix? Start using English today. Speak with a friend, write a journal, record yourself talking. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be real. 3. Fear is blocking you. One of the biggest hidden reasons people stop improving is this. They're afraid. Afraid of making mistakes, sounding silly, being judged, not being good enough. This fear creates a mental block. Even if you know the words, your brain freezes. The fix: start small and safe. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Join a beginner-friendly language group. Remind yourself. Mistakes are proof that you're trying. Remember, children don't stop learning because they make mistakes. They laugh and keep going. So can you. Part 2. Real stories from struggling learners. Let me tell you the story of Mai, an English learner from Vietnam. Mai had been learning English for over 10 years. She could read well, but every time she tried to speak, she panicked. She thought, what if I say it wrong? What if they laugh? She avoided speaking, even though she really wanted to. One day, she joined an online conversation club for shy learners. The rule was simple. Everyone must make 3 mistakes on purpose. Yes, on purpose. At first, she was confused, but after just 2 weeks, she started to relax. Suddenly, speaking wasn't scary. It was fun. After 3 months, she gave her first short presentation in English. Today, she's helping other shy learners find their voice. Why did this work? Because it changed her mindset. Another story comes from Jorge, a taxi driver from Mexico. He listened to English radio every day but never spoke. He felt stuck. One of his passengers, an American tourist, told him, "Your English is good." That small sentence changed everything. He realized he didn't need to be perfect. He just needed to connect. Now he chats with tourists daily and says learning English gave him a new life. The lesson? A small change in attitude can unlock big results. Part 3. The psychology of motivation. Let's talk about motivation. Why do we feel excited one day and hopeless the next? It's because motivation works like a wave. It rises and falls. That's normal. But smart learners don't wait for motivation. They create systems. 1. The habit loop. Every habit has 3 parts. Cue, a signal that starts the behavior. Routine, the behavior itself. Reward, a benefit your brain gets. Let's apply this to English. Cue, after I brush my teeth in the morning. Routine, I listen to a 10-minute English podcast. Reward, I write a stick on my habit tracker and feel proud. Over time, this small loop becomes a powerful system. 2. Make it fun. Motivation dies when learning feels like a chore. So how do you bring fun back? Watch Netflix with English subtitles. Sing karaoke in English. Play language games. Talk to a chatbot or voice assistant. Read short stories you actually enjoy. You don't need to follow boring textbooks. You need to enjoy the process. 3. Use the why method. Ask yourself, why do I want to learn English? If your answer is to pass a test, that's fine, but it's not enough. Dig deeper. Ask again. Why do I want to pass the test? To get a better job? Why do I want a better job? To take care of my family. Why? Because I love them and want them to have a better life. Now that's motivation. Write your why somewhere visible. Read it every day. When you feel tired, come back to it. Part 4. Practical tips to start improving again. Now let's turn these ideas into action. Tip 1. Set micro goals. Instead of saying, I want to be fluent, say, this week I'll learn 10 new words and use them in sentences. Today I'll record myself talking about my weekend for 1 minute. Tonight I'll watch one YouTube video and write down 3 phrases I like. Small goals build momentum. Tip 2. Speak more even alone. Speaking is the most powerful skill, but the least practiced. Here's how to fix that. Shadowing. Listen to a native speaker and repeat out loud word by word. Storytelling. Tell a simple story out loud in English, real or imagined. Mirror practice. Stand in front of a mirror and pretend to have a conversation. No partner? No problem. Your voice is the best practice tool. Tip 3. Use the 80-20 rule. Not all words are equal. Did you know that just 1,000 words cover 85% of daily conversations? Focus on high-frequency words. Use apps like Anki or Quizlet. And practice those words in real-life sentences. For example, instead of memorizing hypothetical, learn maybe and could be. Simple is powerful. Tip 4. Join a community. Learning alone is hard. Find your people. Join Facebook groups for English learners. Use HelloTalk or Tandem to connect with language partners. Comment on YouTube videos. Start a study group. When you learn with others, motivation multiplies. You celebrate together. You make mistakes together. And you grow together. So, my friend, if you've been feeling stuck in your English journey, I hope this episode gave you not just answers, but hope. You're not lazy. You're not bad at English. You are just human. And humans need time, encouragement, and connection. Remember, you don't need perfect grammar to speak. You don't need more books. You need more courage. You don't need to wait for motivation. You can build it. Here's your challenge for today. Speak 1 full minute in English. Talk about your day, your dreams, your dog, anything. Record it, listen to it, be proud of it, then come back tomorrow and do it again. And if you found value in this podcast, share it with a friend who's learning English. Let's support each other. Until next time, keep going, keep smiling, and never forget, you're better than you think. This is Learn English Road, and I'm your host, signing off.